Good morning.
Good morning.
Wow. Yeah, let's hear it for Tracia and Dave. Thank you. Beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you for expanding our life expectancy to 102. Love how she zipped that in there on us. You know, we are living longer, so good morning.
Morning.
Happy Christmas.
Yes.
Does it feel like Christmas yet? It's kind of getting there. Well, Friday night we were here celebrating, and boy, it was so fun. We had a really good time. And if you didn't find yourself here this year, we invite you next year to come and break bread with us and as a spiritual family and exchange gifts and sing carols. It was wonderful. So today, my title is Divine Gifts. And this month's theme is Divine Guidance and Christ Consciousness. Interesting, Christ Consciousness. So your life is a divine gift. Your just being alive truly is a miracle, if you think about it. And you are unique. You are a one of a kind. There is no one like you. You are special, like everybody else. I love when my dad tells me that. He says, you're unique, you're special, you're one of a kind. Like everyone else, Stephen, okay? So get over yourself. I'm like, oh, that built me up really good there, Dad. Thank you. So I'm going to talk about gifts. I mean, this is the season for giving gifts, right? We probably have some little list, either of things we want or things we want to give. You know, this is the time for making those types of lists, you know. Make sure you include your pets on those lists, right? So the love you share with your friends and family are your divine gifts, and that we share all the time. Not just during Christmas, but it's heightened in this season. So your miracle of life is truly a gift that the infinite has given you. And you signed on for a run of season contract. You're here for the duration. You asked to be here. And when it's your time is done, you will check out and check into the next plane of existence if you decide to believe in that sort of thing. So you came here with a reason and a contract. Just like the Christ came here with a reason and a contract. As a matter of fact, you in many ways are just like the Christ that came to have that experience. Now, do you feel crucified at times? We have. Do you feel like you've resurrected from that experience? Maybe. Maybe we're walking through something right now that could use a little bit of that Christ consciousness. You know, we are an all-denominational, non-denominational center. We don't look to convert you to anything other than to be the best you can be. Whatever you choose that to be. You can be Buddhist or Hindu or Christ or source energy or great spirit. But whatever your decision that you put on, the label you put on your belief is yours alone. I believe that there are as many religions as there are people in the world. Unique and individual. Now, they may match someone else's to a certain degree, but it's yours. You get to label it, just like you picked your own favorite color, hopefully. So I want to, I've brought this story up before, but I'd like to reiterate it to you. It's called the Hymn of the Pearl, and it's from the Gnostic Gospels, and it goes something like this. The hymn tells the story of a boy, the son of the King of Kings, who is sent to Egypt to retrieve a pearl from a serpent. During the quest, he is seduced by the Egyptians and forgets his origin and his family. Here we are in this plane of existence, and we've forgotten why we came here. Do you ever feel like that? You're like, you ever walk into another room and you go, why did I walk in here for? You have to go back down and sit and remember. Maybe we've forgotten why we signed a contract to be here. And at times we can feel very lost. Back to the story. However, a letter is sent from the King of Kings to remind him of his past. When the boy receives the letter, he remembers his mission, retrieves the pearl, and the boy is eternally blessed by his elder brother, and this unnamed brother, not otherwise mentioned in the text. The hymn is commonly interpreted as a Gnostic view of the human condition, that we are spirits lost in a world of matter and forgetful of our true origin. You ever felt lost here? You ever felt like, why am I doing this again? Well, I can answer with one easy to remember word. It's a 4-letter word. It's not the one you might think it is. It's love. It's love. Love is the reason for everything. We have these little reminders, and I invite you to get one of these and turn it towards yourself so that when you look at it, you can respond with love. This is a great reminder. I mean, the ones on our bumper sticker reminds everybody behind us to respond with love. And they may or not pass you pointing directly at your sticker. But this reminds us of when things are not going as we intended them. We need to keep love in the forefront. We need to remember that love is the very glue that holds everything together. Whatever you do, whatever your calling is, if it has love as part of it, it's going to be supported by the universe. That's just how it works. This is just a little something that if you're doing something and you're feeling like you're not getting anywhere, just introduce love in it in some way. And watch it blossom, watch it bloom, even in the midst of winter. So what are your divine gifts? I'm not talking about the gifts that you can hold in your hand as something physical on this plane of existence. I'm not talking about a new train set, or a football, or a bass guitar. Hints, yeah, hints. I'd love a new bass guitar. I have plenty. I have over 20 guitars at home. I don't need any more of those. What I need is the talent to play them. No, I can play, but you know what I'm saying. That's the divine gift, though. When my dad gave me my first bass, it was for Christmas. And he said, and I had wanted a bass so bad. I was like 14, and I discovered music and, hard rock, heavy metal, Smoke on the Water, man. And he put this bass under the tree. And when I opened it, I was like, oh. Gave me a little champ amp. And he said, you can play this, or you can let it sit in the corner and collect dust. It's up to you. Whatever you want to do with it. Of course, he bought me lessons with it, so that helped. So let's talk about some gifts that you can't hold in your hands. The gift of forgiveness. What a huge gift. And if you've ever stepped out of line and needed forgiveness, and someone came and said, you know what? I know you did the best you could, and I'm just going to forgive this. And let's just move on. And I love you, even though it's challenging to get through this at times. So, have you given that gift yet this year? Have you received that gift yet this year? Because it is the gift that keeps on giving. You have the capacity to give that great gift. The next gift is blessing. Who blesses you this season and why? Who have you blessed this season and why? Giving someone a blessing is as simple as doing this when you're driving. Get in front of, go ahead. Instead of getting on the bumper of the person, I don't see them, no, back off, put your foot off the gas, and let them go. You know, apparently they need to be somewhere much more importantly than you do, or they wouldn't be trying to pass you, right? So just take your foot off the gas for just a second, let them go. It's okay, let them go. And I'm talking to myself on this, okay? If you see those people with the bumper stickers, you know, you let your foot off the gas for them, right? Come on over. So who have you blessed and who have you been blessed by? And a great teacher told me that everyone blesses us. Some coming into your life and some leaving it. Let that sit in for a second. The biggest gift that we can give has been given to us. It is life itself, and we get to choose how we spend it. You have the blessing to give back of your time and attention. It's not necessarily what you give. It's the spirit in which you give it that makes the difference. Maybe we have a friend that we haven't talked to in a long time, that we haven't made that call. You're waiting for them to call you, right? Because it's their turn. You know what I mean? Make that call. Pick up that 500-pound phone. That cell phone that we all carry with us. I mean, we're so connected that it's almost a little too easy, right? Just make that call, man. Just press that green little phone button and let it go through. Your time and your attention. Call an old friend. Someone that you maybe had some challenges with. And just say, I was thinking about you. Because you'll probably speak to their machine, right? Because they're not going to answer, right? They're not going to answer my call. Maybe they will. But leave a message like, I was just thinking about you and I want you to know how much I love you. Go ahead. Use the L word. Go ahead. And mean it. Mean it. Go, I just wanted you to know I was thinking about you and I really love you. I hope you have a great holiday season. Let's connect. Let this be the first call that is made to initiate that connection, because whatever happened is gone, and let's reestablish. Let's start over. Let's let bygones be bygone. Can we do that? It takes a real powerful person to do that, to forgive, to offer the olive branch, It really does. And maybe there's something within you that is saying, why should I forgive them? You know why? You don't know what they did to me. So if we can see it in a different light and go, you know what? What happened, happened. Now, I'm not trying to minimize any great challenge that you may be walking through, but it's to look at it differently. What happened, happened, and it brought exactly the turn of events that needed to happen in that moment for reasons we may not be able to understand. We can't see the big picture. Only the infinite knows how everything fits together. We see it as an individual thing and that harm was done. But if we can give it to God and go, you know what, God, I'm going to have to borrow your belief on this one. Because I don't see it maybe the way it holistically can be seen. But I have to know that if we're all interconnected, there's got to be a way through this. And commit to that way. Commit to a way of this being resolved. Resolved. There is a way through this. There is a way through this. And love, my friends, is that way. Now, sometimes it's tough love, you know? Sometimes I want my bumper sticker and my bracelet to say, respond with tough love. Because sometimes it is tough love. But let's not mistake tough love for being a jerk, right? I mean, really, well, I'm just giving tough love. Let's go all the way to love. If you were loved at depth, if you were completely loved, what would that feel like? And it starts by giving the love. When you start to give love, your heart expands in such a way that you become a bigger receiver of love. If you are feeling alone, go out and do something for someone else. Go volunteer. Go to a neighbor's porch and sweep it off. And then press the doorbell and run. And hide behind the car and look at their smiley face when maybe they won't even come to the door, but it'll make you feel better. Your neighborhood your property value will go up. Right? Maybe there's someone in that house that doesn't have the ability to sweep their porch. Maybe there's something going on in their life that they don't even see that their porch is dirty. Feel for them. Be okay. Love thy neighbor as thyself. Your nearbys. Your neighbors. Your nearbys. That's where the word came from. Love your nearbys as yourself. And if you don't love yourself, start loving yourself. Thanksgiving. Can you be thankful for all that you have, all that you are, and all that you have in your life? Even if you have very little, if you just have a little and you're thankful for it, watch it grow. If you have a lot and you have so much that you don't really realize what you have, this is where the term, those that have will have more, and those that don't have will have less, because it's a consciousness thing. If what you have is small, but you love it with all your heart, it's a huge amount. It's all relative, right? So here's a good one. Can you love your challenges? Yeah. Whatever you're walking through right now, start to send love to it. If you're looking for a healing in your body and you're upset about it and you're sending anger to whatever is going on and you're upset about it, it's trying to send you a message about love, and you're getting the wrong message. And this is just my perspective, because this is what I found works for me. Once I started loving what was going on in my body that I wasn't quite aware of what was going on, things started to shift. Health started to bloom. In our relationships that are challenging, once we start sending love, it changes the energetic of everything. And yeah, is it hard? Absolutely, it can be difficult. it was easy, everybody be doing it, right? Your challenges hold pearls of wisdom that when your challenges are loved, they reveal the gift of knowledge to you. They're waiting for you to acknowledge them with love, and all of a sudden, a whole new understanding happens. Let go and let God. Okay, your family. Your spiritual family is a gift. Your pets, the animal kingdom, and Mother Nature are such a gift to us. Looking at the beauty of a sunset or a sunrise, depending if you're a night owl or a morning person. There are gifts just looking at the rain. How calming that is. Or a fire in your fireplace. So it's mesmerizing, isn't it? It's just like, whoa. Love. Thank God for God, or whatever you choose to call it. The only gift you can give God, or the power that created you, is triumphing in this life, is living a life well lived. Love with all your heart. Go leave $5 on a park bench at the park. And just leave it. Don't even worry who gets it. Just leave it knowing that somebody's going to get it and go, I got $5. I got $5, man. $5. Right? When was the last time you found $5? I mean, but it's a little thing, but it's like, well, I found $5. You know, I said a couple months ago, I said something about pennies. And boy, I've been just pennies everywhere for me, right? Now I'm on to quarters. You know, I'm moving up a little bit. All of a sudden, quarters started showing up. I had to just say that. So, $5. $5, okay? I'm just putting it out there. Walking the dog, just about 2 weeks ago, $5. Just sitting there on the ground. I'm looking around like, is this your $5? Nobody's around. It was in the bushes, $5. Bam. Then I had to tithe on it, right? I'm like, oh yeah, all right, 50 cents. All right, that's cool. 10%. Because if you don't give back, you know, you might not get $5 again. So come on, $5. So what do you have to be thankful for? What are the gifts that only you possess? Maybe you're an artist or a poet or an accountant or a gardener or whatever. You do something so awesomely that it has kept you alive. Maybe you woke up thinking about it. When you're drawing, are you out there on the tip of the paintbrush or the pencil? When you're playing your guitar, are you there right in the tips of your fingers playing? Something becomes you. You know what I'm talking about? When you're doing something you love so much that you lose track of time. I'm not talking about going on the internet and, you know, what happened? I was surfing. It can be. If you're a surfer, go surf it, man. But we have, all of us, gifts, powerful things that bring us joy, and we have to give it away or we can't keep it. We have to give it away. So I'd like to ask you a question that's maybe never been asked to you before. So take a minute with this. What is your silent prayer? Okay? What is something that you have never voiced possibly to anyone that you want in your heart? Maybe you have talked about it. Maybe you're open enough in your life to talk about that. What is your silent prayer? Now, what if I were to ask you how it feels now that your silent prayer is becoming reality? What does it look like that your silent prayer is starting to take manifest energy and becoming something in this world of form? What if it's no longer silent? Think about it. Maybe this is the year that you give yourself that Christmas gift. And again, this isn't about giving something material. This is about giving yourself the freedom and the right to manifest the reason you came to this plane of existence. Wow. Whew. Slow down. Easy. Easy, mommy. What's your silent prayer? And what I would ask you is you better have another one in the wings, because when you start manifesting, you're going to start crossing stuff off your list of things to do in this plane of existence. I know that when I came into this teaching, I was asked to make a list of 100 things that I really wanted to be, do, and have, and then distill that down into the top 10 things that I was going to work with for the year. And we're all going to be doing this, actually. If you come on the 29th, we're going to write a letter to ourselves. And also, take slips of paper and write the things we want to release. And you'll give those to me, and I'm going to take them home and do a ceremony in my fireplace and burn them. Return them back into the nothingness which they came. And you're going to write yourself a letter with 10 things that you want to be, do, and have. And I'm going to pray on those things for a whole year. And then I'm going to return them to you. You're going to get to see what you were thinking a year earlier. Sound fun? It's a great process. Great process. I'll tell you that one of the times that I did that, I wrote down certain person's name, and we were doing this actual burning bowl in the parking lot at the church. There was a little urn there burning, and I dropped that piece of paper in with several things I wanted to release, and there was a certain name on that. And as I dropped it in, my pager went off. It's back, that's how long ago it was. I had a pager. It went off, and it was that person. And when I listened to the message, they said, I just felt like I wanted to call and say I was sorry. I was floored. I went to the facilitator. I said, this person she goes, you believe this stuff, and it believes in you, and it works if you believe it. There was a healing right then and there. I was like, I didn't even have to call the person back, although we did become friends after that, and we hadn't talked in some time. This is how this stuff works. Energy flows where your attention goes. Think about love instead of whatever challenge you're thinking about. If you can release what your pit bull is holding on to and embrace love, or what you believe the creative force of the energy of the universe that made you is, which is love, same thing, and you let go of what you are trying to fix, deal with, amend in your life, it will take care of itself. No matter what the challenge is. Can you do that? That's why we're here. That's why we're here. So, go dazzle God. Remember those bedazzler things? You can get the jeans and put all the things on the rhinestones, and oh, look at their jeans. They got the things down the side. They're bedazzled. I want you to bedazzle your life. Bedazzle your life. Go pimp your ride or whatever. Do something. Take it to the next level. You know what I mean? What I'm talking about. Go buy yourself a gift that doesn't cost any money. Go forgive yourself and forgive somebody else. And walk on knowing that exactly what needed to happen happened, and I no longer carry the energy and the burden, and that psychic real estate has been released back into the nothingness from which it came. And it's not to say, well, I'm just going to let them go off scot-free. No, they've got theirs to deal with, but that's on them. Don't carry it for them. Let it go, and you release yourself from the energetic of it. Maybe you're having a health thing. Can you send love to it? And listen for the message. Listen for the message that it's sending you, because there's something there for you to be known. A new relationship is not a new person to be met. It's a new level in yourself to be discovered. And when you discover it, you become attractive. And healing starts happening in your life, and health starts happening, and people start calling you and want to be around your energy and start loving you because you're loving yourself. You guys already know all this stuff. So, in conclusion, remember who you are. Remember the Lion King? Remember who you are. Who do you believe yourself to be? L-O-V-E. You are love. You are it. What you are looking for, you are looking with. Look no further. It is right in your seat. And for you advanced students in the green seats, it's right in your seat. And so it is. Okay, so it's time for us to follow our teaching and go within. So if you'd like to close your eyes or take a soft focus on these beautiful roses or the candles, let's bring ourselves to center and remember who we are. So I invite you to bring to the forefront of your consciousness what you believe created you. You can call it Jesus the Christ, Christ consciousness, Great Spirit, source energy, divine love, divine wisdom, whatever you choose to call it. That's your business. But I think we can all agree that there is something animating each one of us. Something is beating our heart, breathing our body, digesting our food, and moving all of the right cells in our body for perfect healing all the time. Let us love what's happening. Regardless of the appearance, let us love what is happening. And my friends, love is the very glue that holds it all together. As we start to introduce love, love becomes us. Love is the answer to every question. So I say a prayer now for anyone, anywhere who has ever asked for prayer. And I activate that source energy to become identified in their life in a way that makes sense, that brings them the healing that most advances their experience of life itself. I may not know you, but I know the infinite knows your situation. And as we pay attention to the love of the infinite wisdom that created us, turning away from the challenge, not to deny it, but not to give it any more power, we begin to turn into love, into God, into Christ consciousness. And as we turn into it, it turns into us. So we invite that healing, that revealing of the truth in every situation where something wonderful can happen. It may be beyond your perception in this moment, but that's okay. opening our mind to the possibility of healing, health, wholeness, and divine right action in every moment gives it the place to blossom. So we hold that space. In between right and wrong, there is a field. And I will meet you there, and we will dance, and we will love, and we will laugh and be joyous. And for this, we are so grateful. Thank you, divine, infinite wellspring of all love, for giving us this time, this space, and this place to remember who we are, to call it forth, activate it, and let it be the healing we choose to know in this season of love. So I release this word directly into the living, loving law of mind, where I know it is already done. It is already completo, complete, and shows its divine radiance and splendid energy of love in all that we are. Letting it be so, we affirm it together by saying, and so it is. Amen. Okay.